Hello everyone, it's Trina and welcome back to my channel. I'm the Bag and Frag Hag, and today I have for you a collection video, my Louis Vuitton handbag and accessory collection. I was planning to share all this with you sometime near the end of the year, but as fate would have it, I'm selling one of my major bags, and I thought I'd give it some love on my channel before I say goodbye. And what the heck, I'll just do it now. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my most used items and finish off with the least used items. Obviously the one that I'm selling, which is definitely the least used. So number one on my list, my most used item is definitely going to be my Louis Vuitton pochette accessoire, the mini pochette, not the small one. This comes in 3 different prints. This is probably the only item I have that still has some vachetta on it. I either have them in the ebin print or I've dyed them for all my other items, but this I'm keeping undyed because it's only a little bit of it. And basically I use this every day. So this is an item that I would definitely consider purchasing new from the Louis Vuitton store. Everything else in my collection I bought secondhand, not from the boutique. But I'm not sure if I were to repurchase this from the retail store right now. I don't have confidence that Louis Vuitton products are of the same quality that they used to be. This is a vintage item and it's fantastic, and I want it to last forever. I prefer the ebin print, I think, in the Louis Vuitton collection because it's less conspicuous, but this has grown on me, it's okay. What the heck, yeah. So number one for sure, and I think there's a lot of Louis Vuitton aficionados who would concur with what I have to say about this. Is fabulous. I just put everything in it. Like right now, it's got loose bills, earphones, my ink can, a small pen, lipstick, perfume, Band-Aids, aspirin, feminine products, Crystal Light or whatever that is, not Crystal Light, you know, aspartame. No, that's bad too. Lakanto or so, yeah, or stevia, that's it. Some stevia and even a few other bits and bobs. It fits quite a lot, especially if your things are miniature in size. So fantastic little guy here. Okay, so that's number one. Second most used are these pochette clés. One of them has the key sticking out and the other one is tucked in. These are fantastic also, and I use them every day. The first one I use just for my cards, a couple of credit cards, and various other cards that I use. I have a pretty streamlined collection. I think there's probably 10 are in here, about 10, maybe 12. Could be up to 15 if they're thin. But yeah, I've downsized my card collection quite considerably. I'm happy to go without carrying all those point cards. It's just easier. It's an easier life. So there you go. And then this one here, this is carrying some small electronics things. Like the biggest item here is probably my iPod Shuffle. Yes, I still use that. I have a miniature USB. I also have a USB in my other bag, my pochette accessoire, and I have this, you know, little bits and pieces, cords and whatnot. What is that? Oh, a plug sort of adapter thingy. Little electronic bits and bobs basically. And I do find I use them on the go. Sometimes I keep some small headphones in here too. So there you go. But I don't bring this all the time, but definitely these two all the time. Unless I'm carrying a tiny purse where the stuff is included, like what's it called? Like a walk or something like that. Wallet on chain. Okay, so the next item that I use most often is probably going to be, actually hard to say, isn't it? I've used this quite a lot this year at least. I've talked so much about this bag. I'll link to all the information about this stuff below or above or something, but this is one of my favorite little bags, crossbody bags. I wish it did fit a little more, but it's great. It surprisingly fits a lot, and it goes with everything, and it looks good, dressy or casual. I love this bag. And unfortunately you cannot get it from the retail store anymore on Louis Vuitton, but they have a few other similar type items that you could peruse. And this strap here is not the original. I didn't buy the bag with the original. That's one of the reasons it was a lot cheaper than most people would pay. This is from Leathercraft, L-Craft Leathers or something. I'll link a video to the strap situation. Fantastic. Okay, so definitely use that one a lot. Then, yeah, okay, this one here is probably an almost everyday thing. This is just my agenda. I'm more of an analog person for a lot of stuff. I find that when you write things down, the physical process of writing them down helps glue them to your mind. So in the end, you don't even have to look at the book because you know it. You remember writing it down. At least it works for me that way. But yes, I do like this little guy. And also I find I can stuff cards in it and money. So I could potentially even use this as a wallet of sorts if I wanted. So mini agenda. Now, one thing a lot of people complain about this little guy a lot about is that the holes, the paper, a lot of the standard paper that you get to go in here doesn't have the holes close enough to the edges so that it sticks a bit. So if you, basically I just shaved off some of the edges of the paper. That's a bit of a pain in the neck, but it makes using the agenda a lot easier in the long run, so it's worth doing it. So that's that. Okay, so next is gonna have to be my Speedy Bee, but look what happened to her. The zipper pull fell off. I guess the metal was weak. Well, metal gets old too. So I put this ad hoc situation on here. I don't like it. Ever since it broke, I haven't been using this bag because I think this is kind of ugly. It's just something I'm using for this emergency fix situation, because if I don't have anything on it, I can't open it. So I'm using this. Better than nothing. I never thought I'd be a satchel person, but it turns out it works okay for me as long as I'm not walking a lot. So if I know I'm going to be just carrying it from place to place and that's it, satchels are actually fine for me, and they look really good actually. They look very streamlined. This is just such a classic silhouette. Absolutely amazing. And I love that I dyed it black too. Okay, so the next most used would have to be the first bag that I ever got from Louis Vuitton, and that is this giant GM totally, and you saw this recently because I dyed the handles, so I'll put a link to that up here somewhere if you want to go back and see that. But this I got in 2009, and I love this. It's basically what I use this when I go to conferences. I use this when I want to carry my computer. It fits a huge laptop in here. It can fit a couple of laptops. It can fit papers. You know, if I ever need to bring a lot of stuff, including like a little bento or something, although I'm afraid to put my bento in here, I'd have to rebag it inside to make sure it doesn't leak or anything. But it carries quite a bit. It's really comfortable. I like the long straps in it. It's held up pretty well. It's got some major side pockets on the side and even a couple here as well. So inside and on the side. Great bag. They don't sell the GM anymore on the Vuitton website. So you can get it in the PM and the MM. PM is ridiculous. Well, I guess for some people it's okay. And the MM is probably the best choice for most people. But because I'm tall and big and carry a lot of crap, this is the perfect choice for me. Very happy with this. Won't be selling this anytime soon. Next is the Alma, another classic handbag. And you saw me dye this one, kind of this raspberry burgundy color. Maroon. It's I think it's burgundy, yeah. So it looks really red on screen here, but it's very dark in person. The back is really dirty. I've got to wipe it down. So I use this quite a bit. The two things that I don't like about this bag are that it's, because I dyed it a different color, it doesn't match everything I own. But no worries, because I have other bags I can wear. The second thing I don't like about it is that it's a bit sticky here. So this is a vintage piece. So I don't ever really basically put the zipper down any further than this. And I don't carry a lock with any of these bags. I don't even carry it on the bag. It's just extra weight that I don't need, and it gets in the way. But this one, it looks really nice. Nice silhouette. I do have a lot of burgundy and, you know, maroon ready sort of things, so it looks really nice. It looks really pulled together with this bag, and it's very functional. So a winner. And it does, if I ever do want to carry it on a strap, I could. There are these options here to carry it like that, but I don't think that would look that attractive, to be honest. I think this is more of a satchel, really. And the last one I have, that's it, the one more, the only one I have left for you is the one that I'm going to say goodbye to. And it's this Keep All 50 that I dyed also. Yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye to her. I sold her. I just got an offer that I couldn't refuse. And to be honest, I'm replacing her with another bag that I will share with you in an upcoming video. Why am I selling this? Well, I mean, it's the year of COVID-19. Obviously, I haven't been traveling a lot, but you know, I will be traveling in the future, right? So why get rid of it? Well, basically because it's a duffel. Okay, and the bag I'm going to replace it with is also a duffel, but it's a better duffel. Okay, trust me on that. But you know, I'm going to probably be downsizing to even a smaller place in the future. This doesn't pack down well. It is very lightweight. It does carry a lot. It looks fantastic, but it takes up a lot of space in my home. And I don't want to store it flat. That's the main reason. The second reason is that one of the side pulls on this is very sticky. And I guess the third reason is that when I'm traveling, it is a little bit conspicuous to have a branded, depends where you travel to, but for me, I'm pretty boho. I don't want to draw attention to myself, to my stuff when I'm traveling. If there are any thieves or people that are interested in my bag, that would be a real downer if it got stolen, you know, not just for the bag, but for the inconvenience of losing all my crap. It's happened to me before. I don't want it to happen again. And I am getting a little bit more back from the purchaser than what I paid, and that's including the strap that I bought and the time I put into, or the paint rather, not so much the time. So I hope I won't regret it, because I do really like this bag. I just want to keep my life simple, and I do have another bag coming, so it's just a bag. And there are two other items I've shared with you on my channel, two other Louis Vuitton items I've purchased and then I've sold. One of them you know of that I sold, I think I told you. It's the Trotteur bag. I ended up getting rid of that because indeed it was too similar to this one. And again, I was able to sell it for more than I purchased it for. That's always a great thing. So no regrets there. And the other one I bought and sold was the very bohemian looking, the oldest one. It's from the 1980s. What's it called? St. Cloud. The St. Cloud bag. Why did I sell that? It just really wasn't my style. It kept falling off my shoulder. It was difficult to get things in and out of because it was very deep. And I also basically, I think I showed you another video a while back where I purchased this Celine bullet bag, which has the same kind of vibe to it, but a little more my style. I sold it for more than I paid for it, so bonus. So no love lost with those two bags. I think this one's going to be the most painful one to let go of, but once I've said goodbye, I think I'll be fine.
Holy catfish, Batman. I forgot the last bag here, this Montsouris backpack. The problem was the straps, they were too short. So I'm pretty happy with my collection at the moment. The only thing I would really like is the Palm Springs mini backpack, still lust after that, and perfume. I don't have any Louis Vuitton perfume.
So that is it for my Louis Vuitton bag and accessory collection. Again, the most used is this one. I would buy this in a heartbeat if I ever got rid of it or if it broke. And which one? I guess the least, if I had to sell one, it would probably be this one, just because the color is not as convenient, but I love this. And gosh, I can't choose. I like all the rest of them. I'll keep them all. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Bag Hag signing out. Mwah.